Hi everyone, it's Vanka and I am here with a show and tell video of this beautiful travel junk journal that I received from my swap partner Beth earlier, and I have done a video of this but I see a lot of questions on how to use a junk journal. How we use it and what we put in it. So that's why I thought I would share with you how I have used this on my travel to Greece. I just came home from my vacation and I brought this book with me, and I have filled it with notes and keepsakes and some pictures from our trip. And as you see, it's very chunky, so it's a lot of things in here, and I wish I could put even more. But also some of you have requested a video of, where I show how I fill this. So in here there's a travel list, so it says Rhodos and Lindos. That's also on the Rhodos island. We went to the city of Rhodos, and Lindos is a small town that we took a day trip to go and see, and this is the boarding pass with some tickets, this baggage, luggage stickers, and I glued down. This is where I live, just a little bit above there, and Rhodos is just a little bit below that corner. And here says the names and where and the date, and here is a lot of notes from the beginning of our journey, because it couldn't have been a worse start on our vacation, and it's all my fault, and I will tell you it's a little bit embarrassing. But what happened is that when my brother came to pick us up and drive us to the airport, and when we were in the car, I looked at our passports, and I realized that my oldest daughter, her passport was expired. And what to do? I panicked, and we had started driving, and I called the police station. This was Sunday morning, and everything is closed. It was 8:30, and they said, well, just come by and we will see what we can do. And I told my brother to turn his car and drive home to pick up these pictures that she took, like a school photo, and I thought maybe they could use this in that passport. Also, my girl's dad lives far away from here, and it's a lot of paperwork and things he has to sign, and we also need his ID and stuff. So this was very traumatic, and we didn't have a lot of time either. But I found some documents, and we went to the police station, and they said this photo wasn't good enough because it has to be a closer up, and we had to call a photographer that was located just above the police station, and he said, come on up, I will take her pictures. And many phone calls, and wow, things back and forth. We managed to come to I think we we traveled from the police station 10 minutes after the check-in had closed, but it was 25 minutes drive to the airport, and it's a small airport, and luckily they accepted our luggage and we just ran right to the airplane. So but we were lucky, and I don't know why I didn't check our passport. I just didn't think of it, and I will certainly do that next time. And this is our first day 1 and 2. We went for some shopping, and these are some perfume samples. They had a Sephora, and my girls loves makeup, so they were in heaven. And this is our room. We had a all-inclusive hotel, and this was the thing we brought with us at every meal, this card. And day 3 we were on the beach, and you know, there are people selling all sorts of things, and my girls bought some bracelets that was knitted by these threads here. So I just bound the things that they cut off, and some aloe vera because we have pale skin, and got a little bit sunburned, and also a perfume sample from, we were just exploring around the hotel area around the hotel. And these are some stones and a tiny little shell, and this is, I think it's glass, so it's from the beach. It was stones on the beach. And also this is where I keep the list of the ones that I have sent postcards to. And this was just some stamps. And okay, we were bitten by mosquitoes, and I wrote about that. It was itching and not pleasant. And day 5 we went to see the old city, and on the way we saw a Starbucks, and here is also a napkin from there, and of course we had to take a break and something to drink. And this is my girls, and we went to a market, and I was a little disappointed because it was mostly fruits. I wanted to see if I can find some treasures, and I bought some fabrics. This is just a little flower lace thing I got out of that. And this is from a less pleasant experience, because the old city had several entrances, and where we went there was some ladies. The girls were walking behind me, and suddenly I heard them shouting for me, and there were some ladies that sold these and had already started tying them around their wrists, and wanted them to pay for it, and they didn't have money. I had all the money, and they shouted at me, and when I came towards them, the ladies started to tie one around my wrist too, and we didn't want these. It's junk. And they were very scary, and tried to trick us for money, and it was not a pleasant surprise. I just paid to get rid of them, and when we went to the old city later, we were very careful to avoid them. So some pictures. I like taking pictures of doors. So this is just a restaurant where we were sitting, and Sandra has tried to draw where we sat, and this is also just a map showing the roads in the old city. And here we have it was the first time we used our Polaroid camera, and Sandra was taking a picture of Lisa, and you see the finger here. So that was just fun. It was you know, when it's a Polaroid, you only have one shot, and I think you have to practice a little bit before you get the grip of it. And this was on the beach again, and the man came and gave us this and invited us to his church, but we didn't go. It was quite far away from our hotel. And this is just a tea bag. I like fruit teas, and this is very good. And there was a lot of wind on the beach we went to, and a lot of waves, so we didn't bath a lot. We had to see how the waves was before we went out. It was and I was a wave took me and pushed me underwater one day, and it's quite a scary feeling when you are trying and struggling to get out of there. And a lot of shopping and buying some gifts and stuff, and I bought a deck of cards. At the hotel was a lot of different things happening in the evenings, and one evening there was dancing. It was traditional dancing, so that was fun. And also Sandra was dancing with them, and here is just a little picture of the beach and the waves. And this is a ticket from renting those sun beds in the beach. And this sticker says relax. And this was quite funny, because when we were having our meals and stuff, the girls always have to wait for me, because I take my time with my food. And then they started to make patterns of flowers on their plate from the stones from the melons and fruits they had. And when the waiter came to pick it up, he saw a plate full of flowers and smiled. And the next day, one of the waiters, he was called Dimitri, he had made these flowers for my girls from a napkin, and he gave it to them, and I think that was so cute. This is also some junk I found on the beach. And here we have just some pictures from that deck of cards, and yes, some notes, the shopping, and I also had to go to the pharmacy and get some cream, because one of the insect bites gave me a big swollen arm and it hurt, but it was good in the end. So we went to town, and suddenly I saw a bookshop, so I had to go in there. And also Lisa was getting highlights in her hair. This is from a hairdresser. And day 11, this was the boat we took to Linda's, and we sat on the top deck here. So this is a picture from the very old this castle, or is Acropolis of Linda's. So it was built, I think, 650 years before Christ. So you can imagine. And we had some stops on the way, and this is Anthony Quinn Bay, and I didn't know it was the bay where the famous movie Gun of Navarone were shot. And we ride on the donkeys on the way up from down on the beach and up to this place, and that was a lot of fun. And it was a beautiful, beautiful city, this, and this is just a ticket from that boat and the white city in Linda's. And this is also from that deck of cards, Linda's, and this was from a restaurant we were eating. It was called Caesar's. And here just a couple of pictures from the city. And well, it's notes and what we have done. And this is an artist of he was a night watch on our hotel, and he is a great artist. Check this out. There you go. There you see his website, so check it out. He has amazing art, and I bought a couple of his work, and wish I could have bought more, but I have limited walls in my home. And this button says sunrise, and that was me and Sandra. On one day we went up to this place. We had to get up at 5 a.m. and we walked up a couple of kilometers and to see the sunrise, but I think we were maybe 10 minutes late to catch the beautiful light, but it was still beautiful. And it's an old stadium located at the top of Rhodos, and I have some pictures. We were playing with our shadows. Here you see, this is Sandra and there is her shadow, and this is an old theater, and this is an old stadium, and the receptionist, this night watch I talked to you about, he said that this place where it's not many years since they found it, because it was covered with wood and a forest, so that was kind of cool. This is me, and as I said, we were just playing with the sun. So here it's the sun and my face here, and also here, like, I tried to catch the sun with my hand, and there you see, it's a beautiful place. So lots of memories. So I hope this gives you some ideas of how you can use your junk journals. And also this is picture of the old city at night, and here I am as well. And these are just some notes, and this was fun. This waiter is called Bobby, and he talked about us so many times, how beautiful eyes we had. And the waiters at the hotel, they called us the three sisters because we look a lot alike, all of us. And here he came to my girls with a note. He had written this on a napkin, and I decoupled it on here. The most beautiful eyes all over hotel, to Lisa and Sandra from Bobby. How sweet. He was so sweet, and he told them that this all the time. And last day, this was the bartender, and he wouldn't let me go, and I said, we are leaving now, and goodbye. And then he came running and lifted me up. Here I am in his arm, not on hanging in his arm here, and he gave my phone to one of the guests to take pictures. So that was also fun. And this is the boarding card for the return, and this is the bracelet they gave us to prove the all-inclusive. We had to have this on, and there is also a couple of the waiters out on the street when we were saying goodbye. All of the people there was so nice to us. This is also a lady in the bar gave this to me. It has her info, her email and stuff on the backside, because she said she would try to find me an old Greek book, because I couldn't find one. And I think that's very strange, because especially in the old city, people were selling all kinds of stuff. Mostly, a lot of it was just junk, old toys and used things, dirty things, and I couldn't find one old Greek book. I was I was really wanting one, and I asked her if she knew where to find one, but she didn't. But she promised she would look at her home and ask her family, and she would mail one to me if she found one. And this is Sandra's notes. She asked if she could have a page on her own. She also loves this journal, and I have promised to make her one that she can fill in things from a trip she took to Rome last year. So this is how far I have filled it. This was my vacation to Greece, and I will continue filling it, even if it's very chunky, but I still have a couple of things happening this summer. Even if it's small trips, we can still fill it in here, and I really love this book. So there it is. I hope it clears up how you can use it. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this, thumbs up, and leave me a comment if you wish. And until next time, I hope you're safe and well. So I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.